Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. G'day and welcome to Weekly Tips, where I'm going to put some sense in your tip jar. Welcome back. Today in this video I'm going to be delving back into the feet, specifically horse hooves. So horse hooves are the hoofs of horses, obviously. They are pretty much the feet, the thing holding them up on the feet. They are made out of the same material or the same kind of substance in same kind of material that is found in hair and nails and things like that. It is not exactly made out of hair and those, but the same kind of material. There is a little bit more to it, like there's a couple of layers in horses' hoofs. I've been looking up a little bit of this and understanding a little bit about it. You kind of, when you do kind of delve into a little bit of drawing animals and creatures and things like that, you do have to pick up these things here and there, you know, how to draw it, but obviously understand, you know, what goes on. It definitely helps to just break something down, and then, you know, you can see your work will get better because you'll look at paintings you've done of like cats or dogs or just something, and you'll see all your like little mistakes you missed because you didn't fully understand it at that point. But yeah, fully understanding it is really helpful. So pretty much just going into kind of drawing a little bit of the hoof today. So basically we'll start out with, you know, a hoof is found on the leg of a horse pretty much. So, you know, you start off at the bottom here of the leg. And the hoof is pretty much considered this part here. Now there are obviously different types of hoofs, but yeah, today we're kind of doing the horse hoof. There is kind of the goat hoof is a little bit different, but it's a similar kind of structure in a way. And that's about what a horse hoof would look like on its side. Looking inside, there is kind of a bone here, so these I'll show you the bones. There's a little bit of the bone here, so there's a bone inside here. Actually, there's a bone, just like we have bones in our toes. Horses actually have a kind of bone that connects to their hoof. Full structure of it. Yeah, they've got a coffin bone. It's called a coffin bone that goes inside the actual hoof itself. Yeah, this is very interesting. You know, they've definitely, you know, they've got that toenail claw in there. So understand a little bit of this does help. You know, if you're kind of drawing the horse, drawing it moving and running, things like that, just understanding where kind of these bones may fit is very helpful to learn and stuff like that. So going into a little bit of anatomy here, and yeah, and then it connects to another bone here, which is the second plaques bone, and then yeah, it goes on to the leg, the foot of it basically, the long pastern bone, and then that goes on to the higher bones up there. Basically, these connections. I'm not going to draw all of it, and this ain't too much perfect. It's probably a little bit longer than that bone there, but yeah, it's just going into it a little bit today. And then underside of the hoof, you know, we often see what we call horseshoe, which is, yeah, it's a horseshoe. You know, people put them on the horse to protect their nails, their toenail insides, because they don't run as much as if they were in the wild. When they're in the wild, obviously there's a lot more room to run. That way, it's, you know, they have to run and walk and move a lot more in the wild, and that eventually like flattens down their nails. Just like kind of if we were kind of in the wild, you know, we would lose a lot of nail from climbing trees and stuff, like losing your nail. But yeah, the underside is kind of that shape in a way, that horseshoe shape we see, but it's a wee bit different. There's what it was kind of a triangle-like shape to this, which adds on to the leg here, and this is what we commonly see on the underside. Yeah, so that's kind of what you see on the underside, how you kind of draw the underside of the hoof. As you can see it kind of extending here. That's the underside of the hoof. It's kind of this shape here. As you can see, and this is where kind of you might have a horse hoof, horseshoe would fit into here if you're drawing a horse with a horseshoe on. Yeah, so you know, that's a little bit about me kind of drawing you some horse hoofs. It's about HOOVES when it's plural, more than one, and HOOF when it's one. So you know, that's been me just showing you a little bit about horse hoofs today. It's only a little like 5-minute quick tip around about that I give. I'd like to go into more detail and show you more each week as I go along these weekly tips, and just kind of delve you into different parts of animals and people possibly at some point, but at the moment I'm comfortable with doing this with animals, teaching you just little tricks about drawing and painting these kind of creatures. Yeah, so you know, delve into looking at some horse hooves, try and draw them at different angles and things like that. If you do use a lot of hoofs in your creatures, or draw a lot of animals with hoofs, feel free to comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. Thanks for checking out, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep drawing. Goodbye.